Hello students, welcome to the Economic Survey 2020-21. As part of the Economic Survey 2020-21 is concerned, for the last 75 years of Indian independence, this economic survey is so special because the never seen pandemic has happened in 2020-21. That is the reason why all the macroeconomic parameters of this particular economy have been changed. Because of this reason why this economic survey gives us the special numbers and also the contractionary macroeconomic parameters as far as the economic survey is concerned. In this particular pandemic COVID 2020, we are going to discuss about the economic survey 2020-21. So this economic survey is useful for group 2, group 1, preliminary, mains, and also for the interview candidates of group 1 examinations. Because of this reason, right, I am going to discuss about the economic survey 2020-21 with the comprehensive statistics as well as the keywords. Now, to understand the economic survey of India and to understand the economic situation of India, we need to go through with the keywords based approach. Only when keywords based approach is followed in the economic survey, then only we can answer number of questions in the examinations. Because of this reason why this economic survey would be dealt in a particular manner with complete focus on the keywords. Now, as far as the 2020-21 economic survey is concerned, let me go through with the kind of the things that I am going to discuss about the economic survey. Now, as far as the economic survey is concerned, the first foremost thing about economic survey is introduction about the economic survey. Introduction about the economic survey is our first subtopic. Introduction about economic survey, that means the basic facts of the economic survey would be discussed as part of the introduction of the economic survey. Then the conceptual situation of economic survey, which means the economic conditions, the political conditions, the social conditions of this particular financial year would be expressed as part of the conceptual situation of the economic survey. Then third most important phenomenon is the status of Indian economy. Status of Indian economy. Status of Indian economy would be discussed as part of the third foremost important thing is concerned. Then after third subtopic, then we would discuss about chapter wise issues of economic survey from volume 1 and volume 2. Now, as far as the volume 1 and volume 2 is concerned, as far as the volume 1 is concerned, most of the things in volume 1 would be conceptual in nature. Conceptual in nature, which means how Indian economy and how Indian policy has responded to the pandemic of corona, and what kind of the policies we have followed during the pandemic period, what kind of the policy response has been followed by Indian government as far as the pandemic was concerned. So these kind of the conceptual phenomena would be expressed as part of the volume 1 of the economic survey. Now, as far as the volume 2 of the economic survey is concerned, in volume 2 we would discuss about the growth of the Indian economy, the inflation of the Indian economy, the fiscal deficit of the Indian economy, the performance of agriculture sector in Indian economy, then the performance of industrial sector in Indian economy, the performance of service sector in Indian economy, the performance of external sector in Indian economy. These are the things which we are going to discuss about as part of the volume 2. Again, we will also go through with the chapter wise preparation, that what chapter 1 says, what chapter 2 says, what chapter 3 states, and what chapter 4 states, and what chapter 5 states, etc. So all the 2 volumes of the economic survey would be expressed according to the chapter wise preparation. Now, as far as the economic survey is concerned, these are the things which we are going to discuss about. Now, out of all these discussions, every chapter and also every subtopic is actually discussed with the approach of keywords. Now, only keywords can give you marks, whether it is mains, whether it is preliminary. Only keyword based approach can give you marks. And most of the questions which come from the economic survey would be asked regarding the new keywords which have been enshrined in the economic survey. Because of this reason why, most of the times we go through with the keywords, we go through with the concepts attached to the key keywords, and also the facts which are associated with the keywords. This is what our approach as far as the economic survey 2020-21 is concerned. Now, let us start with the economic survey from subtopic number 1, that is introduction about the economic survey. Now see, as far as the introduction about the economic survey is concerned, what exactly the economic survey? Economic survey is nothing but, I can say that it is the official economic document of the country. It is the official report of the country. So I can call it as the official economic document of the country. Official economic document of the country. What does this mean? I can also call it as the authentic source of country for economic affairs. So if somebody wants to speak something about Indian economy, if somebody wants to define something about Indian economy, if somebody wants to add some statistics about Indian economy, if somebody wants to state something about Indian economy, he or she has to draw the information from the economic survey. Because economic survey is nothing but the progress report of a particular country. The progress report of a particular country. Now, we are in 2021-22 financial year. We are in 2021-22 financial year. Now we are in 2020-21 financial year. Very soon we are going to enter into 2021-22 financial year. Now, as far as the 2020-21 financial year is concerned, all the phenomenons, all the progress, all the things which have happened during the 2020-21 financial year would be expressed as part of the economic survey 2020-21. Even though it has been released in the January 2020-21, whatever has happened before the 2021, before January 2021, all those things would be enshrined in the economic survey 2020-21. That is the reason why for any particular official source, for any particular official data, for any particular authentic data management, we need to go through with the economic survey. Suppose if you wanted to write something about agriculture sector of India, most of the people I see that they draw the information from various market sources which is not authentic. That is the reason why to write something about the agriculture sector, to write something about the industrial sector, to write something about the industrial performance of this particular country, you need to draw the information from the economic survey. You need to go through with the official statistics of economic survey. That is the reason why economic survey is considered to be one of the most authentic documents of a particular country. one of the most legitimate documents of a particular country. That is the reason why economic survey is considered to be the most important aspect for the competitive examinations, whether it is UPSC, whether it is APPSC, whether it is Group 1, whether it is Group 2. Economic survey is said to be the benchmark to learn something. It is the benchmark to mug up something. It is the benchmark to compare something. That is the reason why economic survey is called as the official economic document. It is the authentic source of the country for any economic affairs, and it is the progress report of the previous financial year of a particular economy. How agriculture has performed, how industrial sector has performed, how service sector has performed, how growth has performed, in what way the poverty has got declined, what was the status of savings, what was the status of investment, what was the status of demand, what was the status of imports, what was the status of exports, what was the status of balance of payment. All these macroeconomic parameters can be explained as part of the economic survey. Now, as far as the economic survey is concerned, who publishes the economic survey? So this was the question which has been asked many times. The economic survey is published by Department of Economic Affairs. Department of Economic Affairs, that is the Ministry of Finance. Okay, the economic survey is prepared by, is documented by, is formulated by the Department of Economic Affairs, that is, which works under Ministry of Finance. And most specifically, I can say that the architecture of the economic survey is Chief Economic Advisor. The architecture of the economic survey is the Chief Economic Advisor, who is known to be the Arvind Subramaniam. Who is known to be the Subramaniam. That is the reason why all the phenomena, all the facts, and all the theories which have been provided in the economic survey are mostly expressed by the Chief Economic Advisor. So Chief Economic Advisor stands to be the authentic person behind the architecture of the economic survey. And this is the source to any particular department in the economy. So this is all about economic survey. Mostly economic survey is released one day before the budget is presented. Budget is presented. The economic survey is released one day before the budget is presented. Releasing it has been the economic survey is presented to the parliament, by the finance minister of this particular country. That is how the parliamentarians would come to know what is happening in the economy, what has happened in the last financial year, what is going to happen in the next financial year. So now, as far as the economic survey is concerned, we will be having, so see here is the present situation of economy. So the previous things which have happened in the economy would be explained in the economic survey. The present situation of the economy would also be explained in the economic survey. Then the future aspirations, what is going to happen to the Indian economy, would also be explained as part of the economic survey. That is the reason why the past data, the present data, and the future expectations, and the future estimates, and the future projections would also be explained as part of the economic survey. So by looking at the economic survey, one can come to know that what is going to happen in the budget. By looking at the economic survey, one can come to know that what has happened in the budget and what is going to be presented as part of the budget. Because of this reason why economic survey is considered to be one of the trials to the budget presentation, one of the teasers to the budget presentation. So this is all about the basic phenomenon about the economic survey. Most of the times, the questions regarding introduction about the economic survey would be asked regarding who prepares the economic survey, what is the position of the chief economic advisor as part of the economic survey, when can be economic survey presented to the parliament. So these are the things would be asked in the examinations. Now, as far as the second most important thing about the economic survey is concerned, the conceptual situations or context of the economic survey or contemporariness of economic survey. Contemporariness of economic survey. Now see, as far as the economic survey is concerned, there has been a pandemic in the year 2020. In January 2020, there was a sense of corona pandemic, that is COVID pandemic. Because of this COVID pandemic is concerned, in March 2020, India has imposed lockdown in almost all the cities. By March 22, 2020, the complete country has gone into the complete lockdown. Complete lockdown does mean no production, no employment, no demand, no consumption, and no economic transactions. This is what the situation for the last 1 year. That means our financial year starts from April 2020, ends in March 31, 2021. Now, as far as this last financial year is concerned, in April we were in lockdown, and even today we are in lockdown. That means the whole financial year of 2020-21 has been continued as part of the lockdown. Because of this reason, why in 2020-21 financial year, so in 2020-21 financial year, we would be having 4 quarters, right? We got the result of Q1 and also Q2.